Hey everybody, this is Matt from MinnMax and CrossFade podcast, which we are hopefully going to do more of in the future. This is Dan Ryckert.
Hello, that's me.
Everybody knows Dan.
Sure.
Tell him what you're up to, Dan.
I work at GiantBomb.com and I do video game stuff on Twitch, Fire Escape Cast, all that stuff.
Yeah, we're trying to give Dan a little exposure with this.
Yeah, how's it going? I'm going to get my shit in.
But we're here at Hymie's Records here in lovely Minneapolis, and we're going to do some vinyl shopping. Our goal today is to pick out a record we think Ben Hanson will like.
Yeah, this is interesting for a couple reasons. One, that he asked me because it's like, I don't know, Leo, just before we started, called us the music heads. And it's like, I know what my dad listened to and put on, I know it's from 1958 to 1978 stuff.
Yeah.
And then the stuff in recent years that I've been able to kind of get out of that. But I'm not an expert. You, I believe, are a real expert.
Well, you, if you wanted to, buy something for a high school dropout in 1978, you would have great taste. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Hanson, also, we're getting something for Hanson, which is weird, because if I didn't name his music taste, it would be the Pixies and AFI.
Okay, so, yes, this is Ben Hanson. Is Ben Hanson ultimately unknowable is the question that we have here. But
I don't see him as a big music guy.
Okay, so he was on CrossFade the first time. We did Hamilton, which he likes the Hamilton soundtrack.
Yeah.
And but the first time he was on the first episode, he picked James Brown live at the Apollo, which I thought was interesting.
That's great. Yeah.
AFI, I know he's I think they're kind of like Blink 182 for people that have a tattoo of Jack Skellington from or something like that.
Oh, so for cool people.
Yeah,
okay.
or ethically non-monogamous Devil May Cry cosplayers or something like that. I don't know, but
The Everyman.
The Everyman.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're basically pop punk, but Halloween-y, I think is the deal.
Oh boy.
Hanson just said on the podcast that he's never subscribed to a streaming service, a streaming music service.
That's
really
That's a clue
Does
about
he
his
buy music or is he YouTube it?
He has a collection of music he was trying to access. These are the clues I picked up recently.
Oh, so he did MP3s.
Does he hang his hat on this though? Is it I want to only have access to this?
Well, he also describes himself as such a big podcast head. I think he just only has time to keep up with the 100 podcasts.
Okay.
I was at his house not too long ago, and he put on Physical Graffiti, Led Zeppelin, and I was like, oh, okay. But I wonder if that was just a thing where he knew that I like Led Zeppelin.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, and I mean Led Zeppelin's, they're a well-known band.
Yeah. Is that supposed to be Mick Jagger's dick?
We're here vinyl shopping because of New Show Overflow, which is a kind of a spin-off of New Show Plus. Every week, our Backstage Pass patrons vote on what show we create or continue, and we have a lot of great ideas for shows that don't make it through that process. And every certain amount of subs on Twitch, we bring back one that we know was going to be good but didn't quite win the vote. So thank you so much to our Twitch subs for making this happen, and for our patrons who keep New Show Plus going every week.
Leo, are you in? Yeah, Wolfman Jack. I only know this because I feel like there have been 900 times in my life I've been with my dad and he's seen someone with a beard and he's been like, oh, it's Wolfman Jack over here.
Yeah, he was he was in that, what's the Ron Howard movie that kind of became Happy Days?
Oh.
Shit. American Graffiti.
Oh, okay. He was
like an old 50s DJ. He's like, hey, this is Wolfman Jack.
Got it. Okay.
We got the hot new platter from Buddy Holly.
You like that Harry Shearer, Wayne's World 2?
Yeah.
Sure.
He was kind of on TV shows, I think, but he would be a guest star at Happy Days or some shit like that.
That seems like a fun time.
I know, it was a better time.
We should go back to that.
I know.
The days were literally classified as happy.
Hanson makes the new Happy Days. Yeah. You can do it on Patreon or whatever.
He has kind of Ron Howard.
I can see that entirely, yeah.
All right, well now we're in Hymie's. As you can see, we should get, it's kind of a classic record store here in Minneapolis. It's been around for a long time. I think it was in a previous location, right?
Yeah, it's about 10 blocks down the street there.
Yep.
And it's gone through 4 ownerships now.
Yeah.
Mr. Hymie passed away in 2000, so he's been, I never met the man, so. His spirit lives on. And he's in the photograph there just above the jukebox.
Okay, yeah. He was a super old school record collector guy.
Yeah, a lot of his records now we probably wouldn't even bother having in the shop just because there's no value to them.
Right, yeah.
A lot of early 50s, vocal pop.
Yeah. Doris Day. Yeah.
Umbrella term for a lot of stuff that no one ever purchases.
Right. No, I got it. But this is great. I've seen bands back here in the back room. It's pretty cool. So yeah, we'll get a sense of it, and then we'll start Thinking what Ben wants.
Were
Scope
you
it
ever into
out.
Arrested Development, the band?
Oh yeah.
I remember, early '90s.
Yeah, they had the
People
Mr.
Every Day
Yeah,
and
Mr.
Mr.
Wendell.
Wendell. Yeah.
This is a classic Digital Underground Sex Packets. Humpty Hump. It's got the Humpty dance on it. That's a good one.
Hanson seemed like he'd be a Beastie Boys guy.
I feel like yes, but not this album.
No,
It
but just
feels
in
like
general.
obnoxious for him. You know what I mean?
Sure. He'd be like a Hello Nasty.
Yeah, this
Right.
is like their old like early punk stuff, like hardcore. I don't think he'd like that, but I think he might like some Beastie Boys for sure.
I feel like finding something for Hanson is going to be like, what was that like federal judge? It's like he couldn't describe pornography, but he knows it when he sees it. I think it's going to be like that, where you see something and be like, oh, that could be a Hanson.
Outcast. Criminal Records. I like this. Ooh. I don't even know what this is, but Freeze with 3 E's featuring John Rocca.
That could be good.
That's we're not gonna get him an obscure 12-inch.
Yeah. What do you think about Outkast? You think he could be an Outkast?
Outcast is let's file that one away. I think so.
He's heard Hey Ya. That's the only one I could say with confidence. He's heard probably Miss Jackson.
I think the best Outcast album, Aquemini.
That's a good one.
But
My
yeah.
sister-in-law's baby is exclusively soothed by Outkast. They have to put Outkast on the TV.
Oh, really?
I've seen it happen in real time.
Oh, wow.
Stop crying from Outkast videos.
We got
I feel like
R&B.
Hanson would know the Strokes, right?
Yeah, I think that he's a millennial. They were like we're not gonna be telling me anything he doesn't know.
This is high school, definitely.
Yeah.
Rage might be too angry for him.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think this was my first CD. Jagged Little Pill. Yeah. I mean, I would have been like 12, because I remember I called in because Ironic was so
I love
big
that
back
fact.
then.
That's surprising. Like, if you would have asked me to guess your first CD, I probably would have guessed 1,000 records before I got.
I got a Sega CD, and I was like, "Oh, I can finally have CDs." And I heard Ironic, and I really liked it. And I remember I called into radio stations because I would try to record it, and I thought that the song was called Rain. So, can you play Rain? And I'm like, "What the hell is Rain?" It's like, it's like Rain on your wedding day. It's like, no, that's called Ironic.
Rain in Africa.
See this? Like they used to do album covers in this country.
Yeah.
That's you know what
Uncle
I mean?
Jam
Like,
Wants You. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's good stuff. We got
Parliament's great.
Mothership Connection. Did I ever tell you about my friend that like went to George Clinton's garage? So he was like kind of a roadie, whatever, for the band The Hold Steady, and they were playing in Florida, and somehow they got hooked up with George Clinton. He was like inviting them to like, let's come to my house. So he's living in like Florida in just some like suburban area, and like they go to George Clinton's house. They get completely like baked, like they're so stoned. And then he's like, come in the garage, I gotta show you something. And so it's like a suburban, like, you know, like 3-car garage, like just tract housing.
Yeah.
And like, he's got like the mothership in his garage that like they had
mothership.
like on stage in P-Funk. And it's just like parked in this like big, huge garage in Florida. And so they're letting like, he's put on music and he's let him like do the thing with the switches for all the lights and the smoke machine and everything. And they were just like, just completely surreal.
Every time I was in the backseat of a car with George Clinton while he bought crack.
No.
Yeah, I was 18.
I mean, he knew you knew where to get it.
It was behind a
So-
it was behind a like liquor store or something in East St. Louis, and he was in like a short film of mine when I was 18, and so I was on stage, and the deal was like I shoot concert footage for them, and then we'd go back to the hotel and shoot a scene. He's supposed to be like this mafia I was playing off the Godfather of Funk thing.
Sure.
So anyway, we went from the venue to the hotel to shoot, but then he's like, oh, I gotta make a stop first. And so me in the backseat, we're all squeezed in. It's me, George Clinton, and one of the backup singers. And we pull up behind, and then all of a sudden, George is buying something out of this window. I'm on the left side. I hear a knock, and I turn. It's Eddie Winslow from Family Matters, Darius McCrary, because he was a guest. That concert, he was a guest. He had come on stage, and so I met him at the concert and stuff.
Dude.
I know, so it's like, oh crap, George Clinton's buying crack over here. Knock, knock, knock. Oh, hey, Eddie Winslow, and he's trying to get a ride to the hotel. So I'm 18, sitting here. It's like, okay, well.
That's just another average every day.
Yeah, I got the footage and everything.
East St. Louis.
Yes.
Okay, I'll plug that footage in here.
Oh, okay, if I can give it to you.
PJ Harvey. I just saw PJ Harvey the other day. She was excellent.
Okay, this is actually one I was thinking he might like. I don't know if he knows Florence at all, Florence the Machine.
Yeah, I could see that.
Specifically this album. I like all of her albums a lot. But
I saw her live.
Yeah?
It was very good, yeah. I'm not like super into her, but like seeing her live kind of was like, wow, okay,
She's absolutely, the band is one of my favorite bands. And like these two songs specifically, the first time I'd ever seen her was on SNL, and she played these two songs, and I was like, holy shit, like I really
That's like her
band.
big album, I think, right?
I'd say it's my favorite one.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a front runner for me to get him, yes. He's paying for this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a really good live album. Ramones, It's Alive.
Oh, nice. What's the longest song on that album, you think?
It's got to be short because it's like, dude, like they play everything like twice as fast as the records on this live set.
Oh, really?
It's just like,
There's some of the Napster days. Those were always quick downloads, like 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
They're ahead of their time.
Yeah.
That's how songs are now.
Melvins. Wow, we got everything. So this blues, I feel like he's not a big Delta blues kind of guy, probably.
I had a big Delta blues phase. This is album art here. Look at that.
Fistful of Metal by
coming
Anthrax.
out of?
That's what I've never.
Oh, is this a decapitated? What is the situation here?
Okay, so.
I feel like
Is it
someone's
like-
holding
is
the
the
head
fist-
up and like punching
Or
through
is
the
the
back
fist
of the
coming
head.
out of his mouth?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's like punching through the back of your head.
Okay. Yeah,
It's probably a metaphor for like the power of their lyrics.
Exactly.
Oh,
Well, Anthrax,
learning
yeah,
about
for
metaphors.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. One
It's like a re-Fantasia.
One time I went to a Vikings game and Joey Belladonna from Anthrax sang the national anthem. And it didn't go well.
This is like self-parody at this point, right?
Dio. R.I.P.
Take that
Dio. Man, Dio is cool. Look at this shit.
Is there any irony, you think, in like the Dio presentation?
Fuck no.
No.
He believed in that shit, dude.
Good.
He thought dragons were real.
All that stuff he thinks really happened to him.
Let's just get Hanson this.
What's that?
Oh, it's all your favorite trumpet hits.
Al Hurt? Yeah, you know, dude.
I know.
Al Hurt's got some cred, man. What, Clayton? Oh, this is like, Dixieland's a little rough go.
Is that Eddie Calvert?
Okay, yeah.
Girls used to be named Eddie.
Yeah, this is Dexter Gordon. That's really good.
Oh, okay.
Blue Note stuff.
So I was driving here and thinking about what I would get him, and Florence was the front runner, and another one was Warren Zevon. Do you think he knows anything outside of Werewolves of London?
I don't know. Do you think he's? I don't get a lot of Zevon energy from
Really?
Hanson. No.
Who is it? Like, is Zevon fans like dirtbags?
No, I think it's like David Letterman was a big fan.
Oh yeah, that's how I got into Zevon.
Yeah. No, he's here. Motorhead. Ooh, No Sleep Till Hammersmith.
I don't think Hanson would like.
No. But that's where No Sleep Till Brooklyn came from.
Oh yeah.
Ace of Spades.
I remember when I was setting up to meet Lemmy when we were a Game Informer. That's when you were like, okay, Dance is turning Game Informer into a Make-A-Wish.
Oh, was that the actual
It was
thing?
Lemmy.
What you were
It
saying?
was Lemmy, yeah.
Dude, like, also like Lemmy couldn't even turn on a television probably without help. And you were like, let's play video games, or were you just?
Yeah, I was going to play because he had like an RTS on his iPad, and I was going to talk to
Oh
him about
wow!
that.
I didn't know he was like that.
Yeah, the picture of me with him is he is looking pissed off. I'll give you this photo, Leo. Him looking like he wants to be anywhere else in the world and just play his little RTS iPad game. And here I am, just being an asshole.
I don't know what this is, but like that's.
Oh wow. Hey, muttering.
Nice. Cradle. Okay. All right. I don't think he's a metal guy. Definitely. The least thing I could see for Ben is metal. Like that seems like.
Even like like Metallica, like he likes Enter Sandman.
Well, yeah. Everybody. He's got 2 ears, doesn't he?
Yeah. That's
I think a big reason why we know him as the AFI guy is, of course, because he had the Fire Inside AFI podcast.
Right.
I don't know if there's some way to reverse engineer like podcast material to give him.
Oh.
Make
This
him
is
more
a great
excited about it.
record.
If I think of like a podcast-ready artist, I would think like Bob Dylan. If you just like follow his life and
Right.
career, and like,
Yeah.
okay, so we got the Crash, and then he was Jesus-y, and then he was
Yeah,
this, and like
yeah.
now he's old and weird and awesome again. It's I don't
And
know.
you got the relevance of the movie.
This dude,
yeah.
Lee Morgan, excellent jazz player. He was playing a club date, and his wife walked in and shot him in the chest and murdered him on stage.
Holy.
Yeah. There's a documentary called something Mr. Morgan or something like that. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I think I watched it on Netflix. It's a wild story.
Jesus.
The jazz guys were crazy, dude. They were like,
And their wives.
This guy about to kick my ass.
dude, yeah, he probably would. Art Blakey's like legendary though, jazz drummer, like one of the greats.
That's an awesome cover.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he's just like. That's the thing, like all these dudes that look like all like dressed, like they like carried knives and stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Hell
they were
yeah.
not messing around.
They were like wrestlers.
Yeah, they had to get paid at the end of the night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people tried to. Ooh, we got here Alley Cat, Bent Fabric. I don't even know what that is. We got Soul Asylum.
Soul Asylum. Did they have anything beyond that? Just like one Runaway Train?
This is earlier. They were actually like a little better before they. I sound like an asshole. Their early stuff was better. I prefer the first 7-inch.
We were a big Soul Asylum family. My parents were always playing that.
Yeah, Leo comes from Minneapolis rock stock.
It's true.
Like big time.
I didn't know they were Minneapolis.
Oh yeah, yep. All right, what do we got going on? Oh, let's look through here's the new stock. Yes,
new stuff.
That's a good cover. Look at that. Steely Dan, Countdown to Ecstasy. That's. I went. Oh, my friend played in a Steely Dan cover band called Stealing Dan.
Oh, okay.
That I just went and saw. They were awesome.
Nice. Do they do the whole thing where they like try to look like them too, or is it just
No.
yeah?
I think looking like Steely Dan's not a real aspirational thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's two weird guys in like flannel shirts.
Oh, it's the album from that poster in college.
Oh yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah. Huh.
Pink Floyd, what do we got? Oh. I think Ben said I can get a record and he'll pay for it too. So,
Yeah.
Whoa. I mean, we're all trying to be more healthy.
Free exercise poster.
Oh, that's incredible.
Wow, an exercise poster.
Wow.
That's great.
You got so you like it's got like warm up, windmill, deep knee bends,
Like a specific
cool down.
Interesting. Hey, kids. Not what I
I'm
expected.
gonna get jacked
Yeah.
just with this album.
Yeah.
I Love My Bike, that classic Rocky hit.
Yeah. What is that?
I don't know.
That plays in the climax.
Oh
It
man.
does have a motorcycle in 3.
That's true. Oh yeah. Didn't they cut out the robot in 3?
No, the robot's in 4, the director's cut. They cut that out.
This isn't like the best Stevie Wonder record. I've got tickets to go see Stevie Wonder. I'm very excited.
Hey, Matt, I love The Big Payback and James Brown.
That's
What
great.
was this from a movie or something? Or like, what is this like cowboy aesthetic going on
I think it might
here?
have been like was it part of a it's blaxploitation movie, like a Shaft
was
kind of
it?
thing or something? I don't remember, to be honest.
Interesting.
Kiss, Dress to Kill.
I don't like Kiss.
I'm not a big fan though.
Cooties.
Hey Dan, have you ever listened to the Jeff Beck Group?
No, I've heard some Jeff Beck just proper.
Okay, that's like this is okay. This isn't with Rod. The first album with Rod Stewart on vocals is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I like some of the Faces stuff.
Ooh, Commander Cody and his Lost Planet. Look at this guy.
Wow. Look at this guy, Keith Green.
Keith songs for the show. Oh wow, he's got a real. Oh, look at this. I love that style of artwork. That kind of
That's
like
good.
paperback sci-fi.
Looks like it's
novel.
like an FMV game.
Yeah,
You know,
totally.
put that in my Packard Bell.
Yeah, so that was Steve Howe from Yes was in that. Heat of the Moment. Was this one? No.
Oh, was that? Okay,
No, not on this one. They had that.
What's the name of this genre that has covers like that?
prog rock?
Prog
kinda.
rock.
These guys were more like kind of an '80s version of it, but
If I had to pick a favorite album of all time, it's probably this one. I
That
know
is-
it's like an obvious
yeah,
one,
but that's
it's
that's
like,
a great album.
It's every track is incredible on
Exile on
this.
Main Street?
Yeah. This is the one for me.
We're not going to get this, but if I had one record I just associate with vinyl shopping, just seeing it and never buying it,
Oh,
Herb Alpert and the Tijuana
see.
Brass, Whipped Cream, and it's just to me
That's
it's
a
like
memorable one.
the most
Yeah.
iconic like used record.
Sure,
ever.
yeah.
I think it was like an enormous hit in like the '60s.
really?
Yeah, so there's just a lot of copies of it out. Look at that, Scorpions. Got the forks poking his eye.
That's awesome.
Man, Mott the Hoople, Stevie Nicks. We got all kinds of stuff.
Now Spotify has always de-emphasized the record cover, but now it has like the GIFs that are like
Yeah,
little
when you're playing
excerpts
the
from the
song,
music
it
video.
shows like a little like looping, like 10-second thing. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Skinnerd. I can't see Hanson being a big Skinnerd guy.
No. Sergeant Pepper's. I mean, that's always
I think
a good-
he.
That's
he
too
knows-
obvious.
I think he
We can't come
appreciates-
back. We can't come back. We can't go to
No.
the whole store.
Beatles
come back
Rock
with the
Band
Beatles.
is
No.
one of his favorite games of all
like,
time.
we can't-
Yeah, he knows.
That's like the most basic pick you
Yeah.
could ever have. We can't do that.
That'd be insulting.
Early Tom Waits. That's a good one.
I was like this cover. Joe Walsh. This Life's Been Good.
Yeah. Was that just serious?
But
serious?
seriously, folks, yeah.
Yeah. I always loved. There was a certain thing in the '70s where they kind of like had like quippy album titles.
Sure.
You know, it'd be like a cover and it'd be like all people in tuxedos and then one guy dressed like a rocker and it'd be like, "There's one in every crowd."
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something, you know what I mean? Like, or like
Absolutely.
or like a duo and be like two of a kind.
Yeah.
And so I, like that was like great, like kind of punny sort of, you know. Yeah. It was just like sassy.
Thank you. Yep. Thank you.
Whoa.
Perfect.
Whoa, Metallica. What's this?
This probably won't surprise you, man. This got a lot of play in my dad's place in the early
Stevie.
90s.
Oh, I bet.
Stevie.
Yeah, Stevie Ray. These are like big box sets. This is wild.
Knew a kid in high school. His name's Stevie Ray after.
Really?
Stevie Ray Ennis, yeah.
Oh, wow.
What if we made Ben buy himself a $90 Jerry Garcia Band live box set?
Oh, no.
Just to be assholes.
We can't do that to him. I like trolling Ben, but not that much.
That would be funny. Sorry, it's on the expense report, buddy.
Wait, we said you could buy an album for yourself, too?
Yeah. I gotta look.
I'm sure you could too.
Everybody can.
Yeah, one each.
You're just like volunteering. Just ask other people in the store.
The community's down for it.
Yeah.
I wanted to buy a cosmetic in a game I was streaming the other day, and I just asked somebody in chat to volunteer their Patreon money for
Nice.
it. And a bunch stepped forward, and in fact, there's leftover from that, so that can go to this.
Dan, do you know? You probably like Pink Floyd, right?
I don't really.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is my favorite. Metal is my favorite.
Yeah.
It's the one right before Dark Side.
I like certain tracks from them, but like I just never. I always felt like I didn't smoke enough weed to appreciate Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
And it is in focus, no
But
matter what it looks like.
Now you do. So
Not really.
I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Tells you everything you need to know right there.
What's that?
I love that genre.
Ooh, what's going on here? What is this?
I don't know.
Does it say on the spine?
Oh, is it tiny up there?
Oh yeah, Leo Vader, Dreams and all that
Oh,
stuff.
Leo Kaki. Yeah. He's from here. He's a very accomplished like folk guitar player.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get Hanson a Green Jello album.
I don't know if they made it to vinyl.
No.
No.
I didn't realize until recently that was Maynard and God, it was Maynard and someone else.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to. Okay, this is the Crucifix, Wisconsin. So this is a kind of a weird arty punk record. The interesting thing is this guy Doc Dart. Like he was from a wealthy family in like I think the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and he kind of had a nervous breakdown after this band and kind of became like a hermit. And then he did an album, and the album is just like it's called Dolores or something. It's like a woman's name, and it's just like the cover is just like a gravestone that says Dart, because he got so obsessed with his like psychiatrist or psychologist or whatever that he did this whole album, kind of a stalker album about his own therapist.
Oh my
and
God.
then maybe like 10 years ago, Vice did a thing where he was like living in this house where it was just like total like tinfoil in the windows but he still has like enough old family money to kind of like do this like horrible hermit subsistence lifestyle. I don't know.
That's the dream, right?
I just have never seen that in the wild. So.
Is that like an election map? Like, what is this? There's no way Wisconsin is that blue. There's just no way.
No, yeah. We got Green Bay. Yeah, I don't know.
It's like a reverse election map.
Ooh, this is...
Oh, I love Superfly.
I mean...
He did Pusher Man, too, right? Is Pusher Man on this?
I don't know. I think Pusher Man is on this, yeah.
I feel like something like Curtis Mayfield, something of that era, something with that like kind of orchestration, I feel like is pretty undeniable if you're trying to give somebody a new love for music.
I think, ooh, this one. Air Moon Safari. I don't know
That's a cover, wow. Is that a zombie?
No, maybe.
That's not a zombie?
Maybe it is. Well, these guys are like French.
It's a Ganados.
It's kind of like this really lush, like kind of... I don't know, there's this like kind of mini genre called like space age bachelor pad music, and it's kind of very like 60s pop, but very like super orchestrated. It's French.
Huh.
I don't know. Okay, I have a weird thing he might like that, but I don't know. Fiona Apple, ASAP Rocky.
Is there any chance like rap or anything for Hanson?
I don't know.
He likes Hamilton.
That's
That's really
greatest
fun.
rap album.
No.
I don't. Oh, this is probably like my favorite reggae record of all time.
Oh, wow.
Very good record. I don't know if he's be a reggae guy though.
I remember in like junior high being like, I don't really like reggae, but I really like Dear Maker by Zeppelin, and that's pretty much reggae.
Nick Drake? I don't know. I mean,
I don't really know him at all.
it's classic. He's great. Some good. I'm liking this air. I'm liking Curtis Mayfield.
Honestly, if we're just going for something Hanson would like, let's just get him this and go home. Like,
Yeah.
right? Is this John Williams? Yeah, okay.
Ooh, the super deluxe CD Blu-ray of Tommy.
I think the most I ever surprised you was we were doing a replay or something, and I made a Koyaanisqatsi reference.
Yeah, it's Koyaanisqatsi.
You were really taken back by
Life
that.
Out of Balance, yeah. Which is like this, it was like this 80s thing where it was like, they just would record like cityscapes in fast motion. And then
streets and
Philip Glass was like a minimalist, like, classical composer, and he did this like really repetitive kind of soundtrack to it. Tangerine.
Hey, is that song in a video?
I want to watch. Me and Bianca were just talking about watching Sorcerer. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah.
They do the soundtrack for that. Like we love Tangerine Dream.
Basically,
scores.
like if you think of like 80s like synthy kind of like soundtracks, like these guys.
James Caan,
invented
Michael
that.
Mann movie Thief, GTA 5.
They did.
Did they do Heat?
They did Risky. Yeah, I think they did Risky Business. Though that was the thing. Is like they did. That was a big thing with GTA 5.
Yeah, because it was all the very Heat-inspired, like heist stuff.
It was super funny because I'm sitting there with the Rockstar guys, and like they're like, "Yeah, we got like a really big surprise for the soundtrack," because they'd gotten Tangerine Dream out of retirement to like do like an authentic like kind of 80s deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were still playing the game, and I'm like, "Yeah, man, this is giving me this total kind of like 80s Tangerine Dream soundtrack vibe." And Simon was just like.
I can see that.
I like called it in like 5 minutes, and they were like thought it was like the biggest surprise.
Well, they've got a pretty distinct style.
Yeah, they do. I know, it was just funny, but it was cool that they did that.
Amazing. We've been here half an hour and we're moving into like
The bulk
past
of
the
store?
10% of the store.
Yeah. Let's see here. We got
A lot of good stuff.
I think this says Hanson to me.
the Smiths. Do you think he would like? What's
Baby's
that?
first music.
This is the little train that cut
nice.
holes and chugga chugga chew.
Do you think Ben has
Oh, they
any
got
kind of,
Chugga Chugga
like,
Chew on there?
Oh yeah.
Does Ben have any kind of like sad sack? He's not a very sad sack person.
Isn't
yeah.
AFI like the sad guy band?
No, not like the Smiths though.
I don't really get the AFI thing at all, frankly.
Simon and Garfunkel, it's classic stuff. Ooh, this is good. Spirit. 12 Dreams of This is a fucking dope record.
Yeah.
They were like, Spirit was like, I got a line on you, I got a line on you. They were like a 60s band. Weird dude named Randy California.
Is that his government name?
Yeah.
That's a good album, Ringo.
Wow.
Or good art. Picture, I guess. Face.
You gotta give it to him.
Good talking.
I always like that Lou Reed picture. It's
Yeah.
like, fuck you, I hate everybody. And then like...
Is he alive?
No, he died.
Okay, I was going to say.
I hate you. Rolling Stones, and we don't greatest hits.
Eddie Money, hell yeah.
The Residents, they're a kind of long-running weird art collective band.
Cool. I feel like whatever we know of Hanson's music taste, I think he doesn't have like a love for it where he seeks it out.
He's just not a huge music guy.
But-
outside of AFI.
Right.
Yeah.
So if there's any way we can spur that in him, give him that love of music, that good association.
Yeah. Potto's a good band. Well, they got a lot of good stuff here. How about Pet Shop Boys? I think you would
I like some Pet Shop Boys.
I do like Pet
sure.
Shop Boys.
Yeah.
I wish I had the first one. I like Pet Shop Boys. Good stuff. Ted Nugent.
Yeah.
I did.
He probably listens to his podcast.
Probably does.
How many podcasts do you think Hanson like listens to in a week? Like 10 or something?
Yeah, definitely double
way
digits.
More than that. And he will like hate listen to stuff too, like stuff that is like clearly like just stuff that doesn't align with how he feels and stuff, just to like.
Why?
He's just a curious man. Yeah,
He's addicted to the podcast game, man.
he
You can't-
really is.
He's got a passion for it.
Born
Yeah.
to do it. Born to do it.
Honestly, yes.
The Knack.
Oh, here we go. Now we're talking.
Yeah. There we go.
Use Your Illusion 2 specifically. Is that
feel like-
Estranged? Yep, Estranged.
Yeah.
There we go. That's the one.
They were kind of interesting because like I feel like 2 they had more of the epic
Yes,
kind of on
I
it, and
prefer
like
2.
and 1 was kind of more like the hard rock
You
stuff.
Could Be Mine, kind of more
know,
appetite type stuff.
Okay, like hold on though. There's some Dust and Bones is really a good sleeper.
Don't Cry is part of
Perfect.
the November Rain trilogy.
Yeah.
It's Don't Cry, November Rain, Estranged.
Dude, Dan,
there's
I was
November Rain.
Dan, I just remembered this. Could we do a video like podcast where we watch the GNR video trilogy?
Yeah, the one that ends with Axel having sex with a dolphin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his shoe falling to the bottom
Yeah,
of the
love
ocean.
Axel, and he's just
Yeah.
sitting there smoking a cigarette in a robe next to the dolphin.
And then he had custom Converse.
yeah,
like,
it says
ba-
Axel
and
on
it
the
says
back.
Axel stitched
yeah,
in.
That's
yeah.
the one where they're on the aircraft carrier,
we gotta do
and he
this.
made them turn the aircraft carrier around to get the sun in this particular shot, and it cost tens of thousands of extra dollars, and incredible stuff.
Dude, that was like the height of like the high era of videos. Like
Yeah.
it'd like be like like a rap video, and they'd have like Harvey Keitel is like, you gotta go get this guy. He's like, fucking Christ.
Flash on the water on Sunset Boulevard, just
like,
gliding down. Oh my God, just incredible. Yes, I would love to watch
the budgets were like they were blowing like the budget of like a John Grisham movie on like a video back then. It was
they got
nuts.
Arnold, the Terminator 2 soundtrack. Yeah, You Could Be Mine. Arnold like hunts Axel. It has Arnold going into the club, and you're like, Axel, target detected. And then they have like a face-to-face at the end.
I just saw a clip of that. I had no idea what it was from.
It's incredible, yeah.
I mean, here's just a perfect band, right? Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Yes.
Nothing wrong.
They
never did.
I don't
anything
skip
bad.
any tracks on Creedence. Right,
No. They're great.
Oh, I hate this art.
Ooh,
You do?
oh, baby gray.
Look at that. I don't like anything happening here.
It's creeping you out.
Oh no.
I love how massive the cat is.
Just all these proportions are weird. The dad looks like a baby.
And it's cursed. I can't get a non-glary shot of it.
Yeah, this is not good. Let's just get
A forbidden image.
Oh, yep, sure. All right, just some dudes.
Gentle. We did these guys on CrossFade. That was the damn it, who's the Halo guy?
Marty O'Donnell?
Yeah, these guys are like prog rock, but like they make Yes look like AC/DC. They're so fancy. Like they're like that was his like favorite band. He was like freaking out about Gentle Giant.
Really?
Yeah, he loved them.
1943 time signature.
I love that you know what you're getting with these dudes. You got pot liquor, and then you got the moonshine on the other side, barrel fire, and weed.
Yeah. Definitely, they're probably country rock. I bet, kind of like stony.
Down the river boogie.
Yeah.
Old Man River.
Yep. Going back to the land, you know what I mean?
Yep. Back-to-back river tracks?
Yeah.
I love rivers.
Can. Ooh. Great band. Can. German krautrock band. Very cool. Man, I don't know. Hanson's really...
An enigma.
Iggy Pop.
What does this consist of? Is this just a Pope speech?
Yeah, they used to do like spoken, they used to do like JFK speeches of whatever, That was
Can
a
you pose with
comedy
it
hour.
just for the thumbnail? Just pose with it. Big smile. Oh, no.
That's my Sinead O'Connor moment.
Japanese bossa nova. Damn.
Man, ZZ Top covers were fucking cool. Here's our
like-
stupid look at just their whole aesthetic was incredible. It's just weird cars, fuzzy guitars, Playboy Playmates, big beards.
I love Rio Grande. Oh, dude, this is like this. Hold on, though. This could be disturbing to some people because I believe, like, you can see ZZ Top like pre-big beard period there.
Wow.
Rio Grande Mud, though, is a great record.
Tres Hombres.
Ooh,
I love that one.
Oh, this is
Is that his weird 80s one?
Yeah.
There's that video where he's got those weird sunglasses.
Yeah.
And it's very synthy. Yeah.
So like in the 80s when that vocoder thing that was like kind of early auto tune, like wah, wah,
I love
wah,
that.
wah, like
Yeah, just like breathing into the keyboard.
Yeah.
Right? Like Peter
No,
Frampton.
it's more computerized than that. But like this is Trans by Neil Young. So he got into like synthesizers and did this kind of weird Neil Young thing where he sung through one of those things. Actually, I'm a big fan of that record.
Cool.
I don't know, Chrome Dreams.
That's comedy, folks.
Oh wait, that's from the dude from. They used to be on Howard Stern.
What?
Joke Man Jackie Martling.
Oh no, I don't know.
I think he was like on the original Howard Stern crew, and they had some kind of falling out.
Really?
Yeah. That must have been like way before Howard Stern, though.
Leo, can you dial this number? Use your finger, X-rated, dial a joke, 922-WINE, area code 516. Should
You
I
should
try
just
it?
call that right
I'll
now on
try it
speaker,
real
yeah.
quick, Okay. Wow. Okay, I didn't realize that was the middle name of Jackie Martling was Jackie 922-WINE.
That's where he got the idea.
All right, we're gonna have to try this real quick. Let me see. Do you think? Is there any chance I get an actual joke here?
No.
Okay. Maybe it was like in his will to keep us alive. I assume he's dead.
Set up a trust.
This is use your finger, X-rated, dial a joke from Jackie Martling.
King of the X-rated one-liners.
Baby face, I'd like to stick it in your baby face. It's probably cleaner than that other place. Hey, this is Jackie the Joke Man Marley. You know how much I love it when you use your finger dial 516-922-WIND. 7 p.m. Saturday night, October 26th. I'll be at the Brokerage in Belmore.
What year?
Get tickets. Go to jokeland.com.
But it's a website.
7 p.m. Saturday night, October 26th, at the She says, $200. He's all right. Pulls down his pants and starts to. She says, what are you doing? He says, for $200, you think you're going to get the easy one? Oh, she's so fat, her divides into
Hey, Jackie.
and West.
It's kind of a family-friendly YouTube channel, Jackie.
Broke the bar, says to the blonde next to her, I slept with a Brazilian last night. The blonde says, oh, you poor. How many is a Brazilian? That's right, October 26th, 7 p.m. Saturday night.
That's a relevant date.
Thanks, Jackie.
We'll call you back.
Oh my God. That is not what. I mean, I guess it's what I should have expected.
Right.
Exactly what was advertised on
If we
the
were more trusting people, we would have expected exactly
What
that.
year is that from?
It says it says pre Howard Stern.
What a gimmick.
So like, I mean, okay, like, so I remember him from Howard Stern, and he was like a lot older than this. So like, this is definitely like, and he was on Howard Stern a long time ago. So like,
1981.
And he's still keeping it going.
and those were
That's insane.
foul and unfunny jokes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that's what you'd expect this guy to, the jokes he'd be telling.
That's insane.
I can't believe that. That was incredible.
I'm stunned.
Yeah, it's just stun locked from Jackie Mertlinger.
Leo, get out the bleep button.
I know.
For this, man. Holy
Just the
smokes.
next week aside.
Holy smokes. That was some oh dude. It's almost kind of like that, like the bad guys in Superman kind of vibe.
Oh sure, or just Bohemian Rhapsody, right?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's probably where they got it. Triumph.
Oh, the squirrel.
You know
nut
what
zippers.
Triumph is, Dan?
The Insult Comic Dog?
No, Canadians. Canada's second best hard rock power trio of the 1970s behind Rush.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Nothing makes my dad angrier than when I say I don't like Rush.
Oh, you don't like Rush?
I don't like him. Yeah,
Wow.
I just don't.
We got Rumble now.
It's like math rock.
I do feel like that. I don't know. I'd be curious for Hanson's opinion on that genre. I feel like it could be engaging.
Rush.
I don't think he would have many thoughts, right?
I think if there's a lot going on, it might have a
This
good
is a good
chance of
late
being
period Elvis
interesting.
record right here.
I feel like Rush and like prog rock and stuff, I feel like the people who appreciate that the most are the ones that are like very into music and understand like, oh, this time signature is crazy. And
Sure.
stuff. Like that's super not Hanson, you know?
They had some catchy tunes like Spirit of the Radio or Tom Sawyer. Okay, we're getting way back now.
Oh boy.
Nitty Gritty Dirt Band.
October 26th, are we going to that show?
I don't.
I am opening, actually.
I was just like, yeah, Leo's been working up some material like that. Been working on it.
I've got a text message line.
Favorite part was when he said October 26th and just seeing Leo go, what year? Yeah, I don't know. It could be 1997 or now.
I like that cover art right there. This is, I like that. Good
Very
style.
nice.
Oh, Michael McDonald. Oh, you know what I just
Michael
heard?
McDonald?
Okay, so just tell me, man. I just do you remember the old sketch where Rick Moranis plays Michael McDonald and he's on that "Ride Like the Wind" song that Chris?
Where he keeps running in.
Yeah, where he runs in, it's like, got a long way to go, like that thing.
Yeah.
I love that sketch, and I never heard that song before. And is there anything else from that guy, Christopher Cross, that I should find? Because that "Ride Like the Wind"
I
is
like
awesome.
the wind. Sailing. That was another sailing. It was like super like yacht,
Yeah,
soft
I think I
rock.
like yacht rock a lot.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you have to be a boat owner to fully appreciate that.
I don't
music.
want to own a boat.
No.
I'm boat ambivalent.
Yeah, boats are, you know what to say.
We should all share one.
Best day of owning a boat's the day you buy it, and the second best day you sell it. It's
Get a friend with a
that's old
don't get a
boat. That's
boat.
old boat.
Yeah.
Boat humor.
We're starting a boat podcast on MinnMax.
Yeah. We should.
Get rolling the
boating.
boats.
Yeah.
What's it called?
How about salty dogs?
Salty dogs
Yeah.
coming to MinnMax, yeah.
Yeah.
Boat Max.
special-
Boat Max.
Boat Max? Boat Max. Okay, yeah. Keep the
Salty-
branding. Keep the branding. Okay, yeah.
Boat Max presents Salty Dogs with Dan Ryckert and Matt Helgeson.
Hell yeah.
We just
New boating
we could-
vertical.
What we could do though, if we could just go around like lakes and stuff and just like invite ourselves on and like drink people's free beer and say it's a podcast.
Yeah, we'd have to like live in an area that has lakes and stuff, you know. We don't really.
We got 10,000, baby.
That's the joke, Matt.
I know.
Jesus.
Oh, boy. I don't know. We feel like we're getting to
Yeah, this is
the back end here.
yeah.
Oh, I went to the, speaking of music and great music, I went to the Minnesota Lynx in the WNBA Finals last night.
Oh, yeah?
And at halftime, I got to witness tag team doing Whoop There It Is live.
Whoa.
Actual tag team?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It was like my Woodstock.
I loved
That's amazing.
Whoop There It Is. That era of I was just listening to Onyx, Back to Fuck Up.
Dude, yeah.
You know?
They were mad. Dudes are mad.
I was 9 years old, the suburban white kid in Kansas, listening to Throw Your Guns by Onyx. And at the same time, I was listening to Joe Diffie and weird CMT,
Diffie,
Martina McBride stuff. I had the weird music taste as a kid.
Yeah.
SWV, Sisters with Voices. I was really into
I
them.
remember,
Yeah.
They had good voices.
I was just up for anything in the early 90s.
Yeah, no, wow. The Atlantis thing's still a very interesting
I
part
thought
of...
that record's awesome.
No, I'm not dissing it, Dan. I'm just saying, if you would have given me 1,000 guesses,
Sure.
I would have ran off 1,000 before I got to Jagged Little Pill. You know what I mean?
Sure. No, it's good. It's great.
No, I'm not. Again, it's like...
Anti-Atlantis here. Wow.
No, I'm not anti-Atlantis. It's just an interesting... Oh, man, I don't want it with the Atlantis Hive, okay?
Oh, yeah.
They... Dude, no.
You know what I was wondering? And I don't think we get him, even if this record's here, because I think he'll hear it somewhere anyway.
What about REM, Losing My Religion?
Oh, I could see him being an REM guy.
For sure.
I could see that. Yeah.
This is a good one. It's got, Losing My Religion.
I could totally see that being a Hanson band.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think he would like Chapel Roan?
I don't know.
I've been listening to a lot of Chapel Roan.
I don't know if they have
amazing.
that here.
Yeah, I think she's great. I could see him liking that, but I feel like he would be that is just so omnipresent now. He would just hear that anyway.
Well, he liked
sure.
Lewis Hamilton. Chapel Roan kind of has a little show tuney aspect
It's
to it.
Yeah.
like Lady Gaga, Madonna, like that lineage,
Dude, they played that for they do this thing at the Lynx game, and they the crowd's supposed to sing along. They did that Hot to Go song.
Oh, with the whole dance and all
crowd
that
was
stuff.
crazy.
And,
yeah. They also did Four Non Blondes went over huge. With the crowd.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I also like that.
Did the Lynx win? Did you get to see him do the candy dance?
Yes, they did. I didn't know they did
Can
that.
you do the candy dance? I don't know what this is.
It's kind of like
Yep.
Are you shoveling candy?
it's kind of like the electric slide or the boot scoot and boogie kind of
is.
thing. You know what I mean?
You can do it in a crowd of people?
Well, no, it was after the game. The
team
team
does
does
it.
it
Oh, the team
when they
does
win.
it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
It was kind of
Candy
cool.
by Cameo. A great song.
Yeah, I didn't know that they. I didn't know that they did that.
Oh, this is the one I had. So when I got really into Zeppelin, I remember, because you had to buy albums and stuff, I was like, I got to get every album. And this was way more expensive than anything I would ever buy back then.
Right,
But
yeah.
I was like, I love Zeppelin so much. This is like an art book or biography type stuff. But this is every one of those studio albums. And I listened to this non-stop.
Where's is that everyone?
Yeah, it's the 10. It's not like the the soundtrack to the movie or anything.
Oh no, this is just 1, 3, 5.
No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 houses, presents.
Sorry, I didn't know there was two to a key. That's pretty good, dude.
Presents isn't
Presents.
I don't love that whole album, but Achilles' Last Stand I think is the most underrated Zeppelin
Nobody's
song.
Fault But Mine is good.
Oh, I forgot that's on there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's got some stuff.
Man, I almost want to get this again. This is the defining thing I owned as a kid as far as music.
CDs aren't that much anymore.
It's $52.98. 50 CDs.
Yeah, plus the
Man,
art book.
I mean, what am I gonna do? I don't have a CD player.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Sounds
Don't you have
right.
a video game system you could use? I mean, when you're playing through a TV, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Zeppelin 2 in my PS5.
You should.
I'll just load on Spotify.
Okay, well, what do we got? Soundtracks.
We've also got to consider how Hanson will be listening to this, which is either on a quiet night, chilling in the living room with the family, or having friends over, chilling in the living room, talking.
Yeah. Man, there's part of that Air. I know you guys don't know that record, but that Air one is kind of... I'm thinking about that Air one for him.
I'm still leaning towards Florence.
Okay.
Does he know Queens of Stone Age?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went to a Queen's show, right? I think.
Did he go with Brian or somebody?
That's ringing a bell.
No. I went with Brian Shea to the Queens of Stone Age album.
Well, he went
That's
with
right. I
Brian
saw you
Vore.
there, yeah.
He what?
Went with Brian Vore. That's my fake memory.
Oh, Ben and Brian were there too?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm completely
trying to avoid me and Shay?
mixing everything
Okay.
up.
Hootenannies.
Crow was like a local Minneapolis heavy rock band
Okay.
of the late 60s.
I like that name, Crow.
This one, that's 70, 20, I guess.
What's this making me think of? Oh, okay, it's making me think of Blade Runner because it's a Blade
Oh,
Runner.
these are just like,
Right.
they're just selling these for people's artwork. There's no records in these.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
We should buy him one of those and then call his bluff. When he says, "Oh, is it pretty good?"
Dave Matthews Band live.
He seems like he would know the White Stripes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we got to get a little bit. Yeah, I feel like that's too
Obvious.
for like, especially his age group.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, totally. Man, just Art, we've lost something. Just incredible. That's
Here's
unbelievable.
another one. Illegal stills, get it?
Man, it just seemed like a better time. Also, objectively worse in a lot of ways.
Right.
Most ways.
Speaking of worse, look at
Wild-eyed Southern Boys.
Oh,
There
it's
you
38
go.
special. Okay, yeah.
That's the
yeah.
exact cover you were describing earlier.
God, I'm gonna make this an emote for my Twitch channel.
it's the
Says everything there is to say about art.
sexy cello lady. Ooh, Rocky Mandel.
Yeah, there's, okay.
I've been listening to Chuck Mangione lately.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like that's classic. Put it on and remember life is beautiful music.
Well, then you'd probably like the Herb Alpert, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Tijuana Brass. It's kind of in that zone.
This is an incredible cover. Look,
That's
George
great.
Washington.
Dude, have you
Little
listened
Feet?
to Little Feet?
My dad loves him. I never really
Okay.
tried him much.
Yeah.
That's George Washington.
And Marilyn Monroe.
This happened.
Yeah.
This is like the Delaware River situation. Yeah.
That's sick.
How much these records are?
Just a lot of close-ups of butts and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
You
I'm-
had to sell albums without people hearing them at all.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, here's a butt, here's my dick.
All right.
Right.
I'm gonna buy these two on my own dime. Hanson doesn't have to like expense these, but I gotta see two Harvey Mandel records in the wild. You gotta get them.
Oh,
Right
got
on.
the Some Girls thing here.
Oh yeah, that's
Wait,
cool.
well, it's
Oops.
too late.
Oh boy, that one's.
Oh my
you're
goodness.
close.
Oh, that's just,
Whoa.
that is boobs. I thought that was butt at first.
I think
Oh,
that-
thank
is that-
God.
Leo was almost traumatized.
Oops, I can wrap my head around. Do you have any other rare record tips to keep an eye out for?
Rare record tips. I don't know, man. You know, it's kind of like I just have a gut instinct sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? And then, you know, like Discogs is a good way if you see something in store. You can kind of judge how rare it is. You know what I mean?
And I imagine from looking a lot, noticing what you see a lot and what you don't.
Yeah. I just kind of. Yeah, this guy's like, so Eddie Van Halen, like, you know, his thing was like two-handed tapping on guitar, where he, you know, like where you go like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like this guy actually kind of invented that thing, and like Eddie was talked about how this guy was like really. He's more of like a late '60s kind of psychedelic blues guy, but like Eddie was a huge fan of Harvey Mandel. So I'm gonna get these just because I never see those.
If Hanson's getting me one, I think he can handle $5. And also, since I can't play vinyls, I think just having this is funny to me. So
I think that's a
You
good.
frame
they actually
that.
they sell frames too, Dan. I think.
Oh, really?
yeah.
Well,
Like,
and if it does have if it has the exercise poster too, that sounds incredible. Can I look?
okay.
Wait, are you just supposed to exercise looking at the poster?
I'm going to. Actually, I'll put this in my gym. Oh no.
Favorite stories. That's a plug for something else.
Donkey Kong? Rocky knows Donkey Kong?
He fought him in Rocky 9.
See,
Oh
they
my
got-
God.
see, dude, they got
It's like
these-
Punch Out, but Donkey Kong's the boss, the wee
It's
one?
like you can just plop it right in these. They're like perfectly fitted.
Oh, wow, okay.
That's cool.
That is nice.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think okay. So I feel like Air, which I'm going to stump for. Curtis Mayfield. I don't think we could go wrong with that. And then Florence. So.
If they're not too expensive, we can cheat and buy him a couple too.
The Florence one's a little expensive. I think it's like a special one or something. So,
Curtis Mayfield. Boy, it's hard to go wrong there.
Yeah,
Curtis, yeah.
He's a genius.
I
Literally.
can't imagine someone hearing that and being like, this is bad.
for real.
Yeah.
And it has Pusherman and Superfly on it.
Yeah,
Those are both
yeah.
awesome.
Yo.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Curtis Mayfield's great. You know, like
I think that's a good call.
that's hard to pass up.
Yeah.
All right, and I got to get one for myself since Ben said I could
Sweet.
buy something.
I feel like we should get that Jackie joke. No.
I'll just call the number when I pine for him.
They were huge when I was in college, and I hated it. It was so overplayed, and it's not my thing at all.
That tracks.
It was just the amount of cars I've been in that's playing Death Cab and stuff.
Postal Service, any better or worse?
Not my speed.
Right on. Postal Service was on loop in the family car.
Oh, really?
That first album.
All right. Oh, we're getting both. No, we're not.
Yeah.
It spends money.
Yeah.
I like how now we're so loose with money because we know we're like Ben's paying for it.
Yeah.
Why not? I just love it.
Good way to be. Yeah.
It was the patrons at some point, but now it's Ben's.
Yeah.
All right. Should we get the Jackie jokes? That might. I bet Ben would put that on out of curiosity and be horrified.
Ruin his child's life.
I don't feel.
Yeah, he's got a kid.
I didn't honestly feel good about some of that content.
Oh, it was bad.
It was,
yeah, no, it was objectively bad stuff.
Yeah.
Be liberal with the beeping.
Yeah.
It's so long.
It just kept going.
But a one custom recording for his present date.
I literally cannot believe that line was live. Okay.
Oh, man, this self-titled is incredibly good. Like every track on that. I think it was The Matrix that got me. No, I think it was The Matrix and the Godzilla soundtrack that got me into Rage Against the Machine.
Sonic Youth. Ooh.
Godzilla soundtrack.
Yeah, that was the one where they had Puff Daddy and Jimmy Page. I remember Jimmy Page on SNL playing with Puff Daddy because they did a Kashmir remix.
Okay.
Yeah, the Godzilla soundtrack had a bunch of stuff on it.
This is a super fun band. Supergrass.
I've heard some of their stuff.
That's pretty good. They were like Britpop and like Oasis
Yeah.
and Blur. They were kind
Yeah.
of more.
Is Huey Lewis a cool guy?
Yeah.
He seems like he might be a cool guy.
I mean,
Look at that dude.
You know this story about him, right?
What's the story about him?
Well, Pamela Des Barres, like the famous groupie that wrote the book, groupie memoir I'm with the band.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I've
she was
heard of
asked
that.
to talk about endowments of
Penis.
and
Of the
thank
penis
you,
variety.
Dan. I was trying to be, keep
Just
it
for the
clean.
medical
Well, I guess
minded
after this
folks.
Jackie the Joke Man thing, it's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
bets
it's
are
out the window, yeah.
Anyway, but she's apparently number 2 to Hendrix.
Penis size? Mm-hmm. Oh, good for him.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why he's really happy, yeah.
Actually, too, so my friends and I.
thinking about
I can only show up.
He's thinking about his penis.
Yeah. But like my friends and I have had like a long running joke that somebody's got to do, like friends of mine that are in bands, like the ultimate album title I want somebody to use is Sports 2 with Roman numerals.
The sequel to Sports, yeah.
I just think Sports 2 would be like an amazing album title.
God, it's rare, but when they do sequels to songs, didn't Metallica do that with Unforgiven like 3 times?
Yeah.
We don't need sequels
Unforgiven
to
2,
songs.
Yeah, that was not good. Okay.
My high school stock market teacher was in a band called The News. And they put out one album that did pretty well, and then Huey Lewis and The News came out, and their
Really?
career
was
was
this
over.
like early 80s kind of thing?
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
that's the way the story went.
I'll have to look that up.
I don't do sequels to songs, but you can do trilogies for Guns N' Roses.
That's true, yeah. But dude, we got to do that. It'd be a nice little half hour.
The
podcast.
video? Oh my God, I would love that.
That would be great.
Yes.
Oh man, dude,
He must have liked
Weezer, like
the Blue
look at
Album.
this shit,
And he's
dude.
talked about liking Pinkerton.
I could see him being a Weezer guy.
Yeah.
Like, why do Weezer? Like, why? Like, what are we doing?
I
Van
never
Weezer,
really liked the
I mean, I
Weezer
like the
thing.
first couple records, but Jesus, these guys are just like hanging around and just.
I worship those first few records, yeah.
Yeah, no, the first two are great. It's like they have like if you like go on Spotify, like Weezer has way more records than like they need.
I remember that was the old urban legend
What?
about Rivers Cuomo is that he wrote a song every single day.
Oh, really?
Like, just ridiculously productive. And I kind of feel like they're just taking advantage of people who don't know music that well but liked Weezer as a kid.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll just keep up with Weezer.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I am going to. I think I'm gonna.
Really? Wait, is that for you?
Yeah. for
Oh,
me.
okay, I was going to say, really?
I've never seen this record in the wild, and I like it.
Okay,
So.
nice.
Oh, also, yeah. I think the drummer from Sonic Youth is in this band at this point.
Are you doing Curtis Mayfield?
Oh yeah, we'll do for Ben for sure. Yeah, yeah, that'll be good.
I feel like I've never heard Hanson talk about the Stones.
I don't know. I'm just thinking like he liked James Brown. We know that.
Yeah.
I think Curtis Mayfield.
Oh, I'm not saying we get him. I'm just saying in general.
Oh,
Like, I
yeah,
just
yeah,
wonder.
yeah.
I know he likes the Beatles. I love the Beatles, but I always preferred the Stones.
Yeah, he
I
feels
don't
like
know.
more of a. Ooh, speaking of,
Oh, that's
that's a great.
That's
This is.
here's 3 albums of stuff they wouldn't let me put on Beatles albums.
Yeah. Well, they're putting like freaking Maxwell Silver
Yeah.
Hammer on shit.
It's got
He's got,
What Is Life?
I got like
and-
Beware of Darkness. Like we're not gonna put that on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's got a lot of his like great singles. It's got "What Is Life" and "My Sweet Lord," and
it's the best post-Beatles thing, like by a large margin.
It's really, really good.
All right, should we do this, gentlemen?
Yeah. Are we getting Jackie Joke Man?
You can if you want.
No, let's go to Hanson's house. Let me see how much it is.
Just go
if it's
try.
priced for a joke.
Dan, I feel like you want to do this, so like let's just do it.
Let's see.
I don't know.
$4.
Oh my God.
A bargain at twice the price. Wow. Yeah, that was the real wild card in this whole episode.
For when the family's away.
This was originally going to be a double album, the Florence and the Jackie Joke Man.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right, we're doing this for Ben.
Yes, for Ben.
For Ben.
Yeah.
This is what he would have wanted.
Yes.
Rest his soul. All right. So what are we doing?
If he sees this before he sees the video that we shot, I guarantee you he's going to call that number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we just like buying this stuff and expensing it to Ben, or how does this work?
Yeah.
Like this is like off topic. Or
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll just set up the
We'll
total.
just add it to the like invoice or whatever.
Sweet,
But
okay.
we also spent this much on.
Okay,
Do you
sounds
want to
great.
split it up, or do you want to?
I mean, you want to get that
anyway?
one, and I'll get these.
Sure.
And, yeah. Okay. Let's
Yeah.
just do it. Awesome. All right, let's check out.
All right, fellas. I couldn't help you playing that comedy.
I know that was a real left curveball in this whole thing. We
So
didn't.
they're just $1 each.
Oh,
It's hard to-
dude, sweet.
Yeah, not all comedy.
Age as well.
Sometimes not all comedy was good when it was first.
Yeah.
produced.
Like there's that whole thing. It's like you can't joke about anything. It's like, well, maybe that's okay in
Maybe
some
just
cases.
make your jokes better.
You know, yeah. Like maybe some of this stuff was just like not good. Oh man. This year of Judas Priest album covers are just like that kind of weird chrome.
It's
looking.
incredible, yeah.
So good.
It's actually a really good album.
Oh, it's a great album. Yeah, for sure. Priest
song's
is like they wrote good songs.
Comes to $70 and 82 cents.
This is very productive.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's
Everyone wins.
a few curveballs.
Yeah.
And, but anyway, so I think we got some records Ben's gonna like.
Mm-hmm.
I think Superfly soundtrack by Curtis Mayfield. I just kind of feel like if you're just an appreciator of music, like Curtis Mayfield's just great.
Any generation.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Any yes. Crosses all generations. For myself, I got the Crucifix classic punk record, Wisconsin, and then $2 records by a weird guitar player guy named Harvey Mandel, and then this one's got kind of a weird, creepy picture of him.
Very cool.
Nice. For my actual pick for Hanson, I got How Big, How Blue, How Beautiful by Florence and the Machine. This whole album is incredible. I remember thinking the first like 5 songs in a row are incredible. Wow, you have to see. I never did vinyls or anything, so it's like I'm used to seeing like track listings. It's like 1A, 1B. So is this the whole album? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know how albums work.
Well, just flip them over.
Yes, I think Hanson will enjoy this. And as my very serious choice for Ben Hanson, I've got the joke man, Jackie Martling, with Normal People Are People You Don't Know That Well. So yeah, just call the number there if you need a joke. If you need an X-rated dial a joke, use your finger, folks.
I would just say, think about it first.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to use
And think about who you're around,
if you want to,
and maybe don't do it on speakerphone.
Perhaps, yeah.
The idea is to make him hate talking so much that he likes music more by default.
Exactly.
Well, he's a podcast guy, so I
Yeah.
thought he might like just hearing someone talk, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Solo podcast.
Howard Stern was kind of like a podcast. You know what I mean? Like a prototype of a podcast.
A radio's podcast, Talking's podcast, right?
Yeah.
Talking was the original podcast.
Yeah. The Bible.
Goes way back. Yeah,
Yeah,
the Bible.
yeah.
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 Fireside chat.
Jesus was the first podcaster.
Yeah, that's what I've.
That's what I've always
We
said.
agree. Yeah. And then for myself, I'm gonna get jacked listening to Rocky's Fun and Games, featuring all the stars. We've got Gonna Fly Now and I Love My Bike. That Rocky song, or Bill Conti. I Love My Bike.
Gonna Fly Now rules, though.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. I hope you had fun. This was great. Hymie's encourage everyone to stop by here in
Yes.
South Minneapolis on Lake Street, and it's a great store. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks.
If you are sick of snark, clickbait, and an avalanche of movie news, you can help support independent games media by subscribing to MinnMax's YouTube channel here or checking out the benefits over on Patreon. It's a nice, clean handshake. You support us, and we won't make dumb, condescending stuff for you. Your support helps us continue our mission of focusing on games, friends, and getting better. Patreon.com/MinnMax with 2 N's. We'd appreciate it.